Well, hello Rockhounds, Lapidary lovers, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Thermopolis, Wyoming and Ava's Silver Rock Shop. Unfortunately, I have arrived on a day when they appear to be closed. I was unaware that they were closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, and this is a Tuesday. But they kind of go by the honor system here. They've got all these rocks outside, and they've got a box for you to put your payment in. So I'm going to look around and see if there's anything I can't live without out here, outside. And I may slip some money in their honor box. We got some chert and jasper. Look, they even have water bottles. How nice. Yeah. So you can see what the stuff looks like wet. Nice. Colorful, colorful. What do we got? Banded iron. Oh, I just collected a lot of that up on one of my collecting sites. So I know where to get a lot of that for free. So I don't think I'll be buying any of that. Wiggins Formation fossil wood. Kind of cool. Get the water bottle and wet it down. That's some neat looking stuff. Yep, they're closed. I didn't know they were closed today either. But they got an honor system. You got a box there. You see something you like, you put your money in it.
I was looking for lead.
Well, there's been a steady stream of people coming in while I've just in the few minutes I've been here, and they're very disappointed to find it closed. Yeah, they're very disappointed to find it closed. But I guess being open all weekend, they got to have a couple of days off. So, yeah, so there's a few nice pieces of this Wiggins Formation wood. Too bad this cart's in the shade. Let's see, Wind River Agate. It's kind of plain looking agate. That's got some water line in it right there. Nice water line agate. That almost looks like a Montana moss agate there. Small one though. Let's see here. Wyoming purple jasper. Yeah, it's got some color to it. Let's see, what's the price on this stuff? $3 each. Most of this stuff out here, $3. Well, that's $10. $3. Oh, I got to look at the lysite agate. I like lysite agate. Jade and actinolite. Huh. I'll show you a piece of jade in a minute. They got a big piece of jade outside that they are not too worried about people stealing. I'll show you why. But I got to make a beeline for this lysite agate because I like some lysite agate. That's good looking stuff. Lysite agate is. What do we got here? Got some color to it. Yeah. There's a couple of interesting looking pieces. I'm sure they have the good stuff inside. I don't know if I'll be able to come back here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I fly back home on Saturday. Got a lot to do between now and then. And Thermopolis is a long drive from our ranch. I guess I should have done my research to see if they were going to be open today, huh? Look at that. A little bit of fortification in it, a lot of color. Nice lice-side agate. And what do we got over here? Lepidolite. Secondary ore of lithium, which occurs in granite pegmatites. Well, if I was going to make some lithium batteries, I might get me some of this lepidolite. But I don't think so. See what's over here. Big chunk of petrified wood. More wood. Yeah, Wyoming petrified wood. Ooh, look at this stromatolite. It's huge. I think it's because $900 on it. Well, there's my size 13 boot for comparison. So I can see why they want $900 for this big old stromatolite. Ah, but you can get a smaller one for $50. Let's see, this, what is this? Wyoming petrified wood. That looks kind of like maybe blue forest over there. Maybe. Blue forest petrified, maybe. All right, let's go see. Well, here's a big petrified wood stump. NFS, not for sale, I guess. Okay. Well, let's go look at some of this stuff out in the yard over here. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of blue forest, here's a whole cart full. This is clearly lower grade stuff, though. I have a video of polishing a big piece of blue forest petrified wood. I'll put a link to that video in the upper right. You can check that out if you like. See what's over here. Well, it looks like we got more petrified wood. More petrified wood. And then the biggest piece of Wyoming jade I have ever seen. This is why they aren't worried about anybody stealing it. This thing probably weighs 2 or 3 tons at least. Here's my size 13 for comparison. Yeah, wow. That's nice. I keep hoping to find some jade when I'm out rock-hounded. Some more. A much smaller piece. And brecciated jasper. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that pattern. Isn't that nice? Be nice to slice that up into some slabs and make some cabs. Oh, and here's a big old piece of lice-side agate. Yeah. More lepidolite. Polished. Nice. Jade actinolite again. That's good looking stuff. That polishes up. What else have we got over here? Well, somebody bought that big piece of lice-side agate. Here's a bunch of smaller pieces. That's nice. $10 each. Huh. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, lice-side agate is generally a sea maggot. I like it. It's pretty. My wife and I have been out hunting it at the base of Lysite Mountain. I can put a link to that video in the upper right too. I'm going to check it out. I wonder if I could get any slabs out of that. I don't know. Diffy. Might be worth $10. I'll think about that. I might have to have that. What else do we got here? Some colorful stuff there. Oof, by the pound, $10 would be a deal for that, but I don't think it's as pretty as that smaller one right there. Yeah, sorry, there's a lot of traffic on the road going by, including big trucks. Powder River Basin petrified wood. Wyoming petrified wood. That's very colorful stuff right there. Wow. A lot of iron in it. More Wiggins Formation fossil wood. I need to figure out where this stuff comes from. I've seen several really nice pieces of Wiggins Formation fossil wood lately. I gotta figure out where it's coming from and go find my own. Because some of it's really pretty. Every bit as pretty as Arizona petrified wood, and generally less brecciated. That's a nice piece right there. So let's see, $10 each. I'll think about it. Maybe a piece of this and that life-side agate. That's a 20. I can slip them a 20 in the box. Wyoming purple jasper again. Let's see here. Ow. Ooh, that's sharp. I think I just cut myself. It's purple, all right. I'm just gonna have some red on it too here in a minute. Yeah, I'm bleeding. Oh well. Little blood, sweat, and tears for my hobby here. Nice. Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? Red Desert Jasper. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. That's pretty stuff. Slab and cab that. Yeah. It's got a lot of chalcedony in it. It's got a lot of chalcedony in it. Huh. It's interesting stuff. Oh, I'm not bleeding too bad. Okay. The sun here. Ooh, look at the colors. Huh. I might have to think about this Red Desert Jasper. I might have to get a big piece of that too. Wyoming fossil algae. Look at that. Yeah. Interesting. Well, it's a bummer that I got here when they're closed, because I know they've got the good stuff inside and lots of good stories too. Serpentine. Our countertop at home is serpentine, and it's really pretty. Let me think about what I want to buy with their honor system set up here. I'm thinking I definitely want a piece of this Red Desert Jasper. That's $10. Okay, $10. And then can't afford the Jade. Can't lift the Jade. But I think I want this piece of life-side agate, so that's another $10. So we're up to 20 bucks. All right. And then I think some of this Wiggins fossilized wood. I think I like this one here. Certainly by the pound, that's a deal for 10 bucks. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna get these three, so that's $30. Let me see if I have exact change. All right, so I got 3 rocks, each off of the $10 per pile, $30. Going into their box. All right. So these are mine now. I'll give you a close-up look at them after I get them home and wash them up, and talk a little bit about what I want to do with them. Okay, got them home, away from that horrible racket of all the heavy truck traffic on the road outside the rock shop. So these are very pretty. Very pretty. So what are my plans for these? Well, first off, I need to get them back home to Florida. I flew out here, so they're going to have to go home in probably a flat rate box. But I think cutting is probably going to be the destination for these 3 rocks. This one, I don't know if I want to try and slab it and cab it. What I would like to do is clean up this one face and see just how pretty the petrified wood is when it's cleaned up. It's pretty crusty all around, but this one broken face, I can tell. That's going to be amazing if I clean that up. And then this lysite agate, same thing. I'm probably going to try and get some slabs out of it that I can cab, because it's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. You know, I'm surprised he had this outside for $10. Anybody could have pocketed it. That is a nice piece of lysite agate. It's a little yellower on video than it is in real life because the sun angle is getting low, and we're getting towards the golden hour here. And then this red desert jasper. Yeah, this is destined to be slabbed and cabbed once I get it home too. It's very, very, very pretty stuff. Red desert, that's the center of Wyoming. The Great Divide of the Rocky Mountains. They call that the red desert. And apparently it produces some nice jasper. So, all right, so that's my plans for these 3 once I get them home. They're all going to hit the rock saw. So, subscribe to see future videos where I cut these rocks and expose the beauty inside. And if you guys found this video at all entertaining, educational, enlightening, inspirational, whatever, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Bye.